end of the road as far as the Super Eagles is concerned, 2014 World Cup. But for me, I am not sad. Because in a football match of this magnitude, a team has got to win and somebody has to lose. I saw the Nigerian players gave a very good account of themselves, except that no matter how well you play in the midfield, the moment you don't score goals, you don't win matches. And that was what happened. 52-48 against France. That is the possession. But that was not good enough for us to have won this game. The Nigerian players lost concentration when it mattered most, and that resulted into the first goal. Again, you could see an own goal again. 5 minutes to the end of the match, injury time, we scored an own goal against ourselves. That was a killer, and that was what killed the morale of the player. Now we have lost out of this championship, we go back home. We look at all our mistakes and be able to come up with a new team that will take us to the next level.
Well, gallant performance from the Super Eagles. Same thing from Algeria. Well, they have something in common. You know, both of them actually had their first half goals. There's a lot. But for Rafiu Ladipo, well, he said it all. This is Channels Television broadcasting live from Lagos. I'm Cecilia Amogbe. Welcome to Sports this morning. First, let's take a look at the headlines. After guiding Nigeria to the Nations Cup title last year, and of course, the knockout stage of the FIFA World Cup, the big boss is stepping down from his role. Well, for Algeria, a brilliant performance against Germany. Also on the program, we'll be talking tennis, and Andy Murray is perfecting the act in his quest to retain his title at the All England club. And in the NBA is July 1st, of course, free agency period, and that actually starts today. LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Carmelo Anthony are major targets. Can their clubs retain them? All these and more after this reaction from Nigerians on Super Eagles' exit from the World Cup.
A loss of concentration. They did everything right until the 79th minute. Parry from Vincent Enyama. No player was behind him to try and clear the ball. And Pogba, who has been left free all day in the game, just pounced on it. But in any way, they played a good game. They tried their best. They should have killed the game off in the first half. But unfortunately, the goals didn't come in. The one they scored was cancelled for an offside. It only says that we should go back home and perhaps prepare for 2018. We have gone so far so well. We have not been able to surpass our previous records. Not a bad outing for the team. They got better from every game.
Well, I wouldn't say we all expected them to win because this is France. They have pedigree on the world stage. So it was obviously going to be a tough game. But one thing I know about football, when you're in the ascendancy, when you have the crowd behind you, always try to make sure that your chances count, and always try to make sure you have purpose in your attack, and always try to make sure you score. That's very, 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 very important. So I think Nigeria didn't do that right now.
Yes, from the beginning, we all didn't expect the Eagles to go this far. But I think for the fact that they went this far, that's a welcome development. We just have to rebuild, and then we need to make our chances more. We need to take more chances. You know, like if you watch the game, after Onazi left the game, they started defending. I don't know why. I don't know what came up with that idea of defending when you needed a goal to move to the next round. And when the France saw the fear of defending, you know, they started pumping us with attacks. They could have scored over 3 goals, but it was just the sheer luck of the post, and Mr. Neymar was just too good at the back of the post. So I don't know what's going to happen now, but I just hope the NFF and the Super Eagles, you know, work towards the AFCON, and we hope to see a very good, strong Eagles in the AFCON in 2015.
Well, I think they should just think about, you know, bringing up boys from under 17, like the guys that just won the FIFA World Cup under 17 in Dubai, like Iheanacho and all of those boys. I think those guys are are the future of Nigeria, you know. I mean, these guys, we just have to, I mean, Keshi is doing a good job, but it's just high time we start to forget about these old guys and stuff like that. I mean, we should just do what Brazil is doing, you know, like come up with new caliber of players and stuff like that. I think it will help us, you know.
Well, definitely, it will help us. And of course, before that, you actually saw Rafael Ladipo talking about Nigeria's performance at the World Cup. And of course, you have reactions, Nigerian fans who traveled to go watch the game in Brazil also reacting. And this is Sport This Morning. I'm Cecilia Morogbo. Of course, Tayo Salam will be joining me much later on the program. But we'll be talking about the NBA, of course, free agency day today, Andy Murray perfecting his act. And also on the program, Coach Stephen Cashin, well, he's finally calling it off. He's stepping down from his role while he led us to the Nations Cup. Of course, you gracious saw that. And also, well, the World Cup knockout stage for the first time since France 98. Well, he will say he's a man that really helped the Super Eagles to get this far. Hopefully, we will be able to build on the success he has recorded while he was the coach of the Super Eagles. Well, we're still waiting to get official confirmation from the minister, of course, from the Nigerian Football Federation on how they are receiving the news reaching us from Brazil. We actually, on FIFA website, he's there, on their Twitter handpage, he's there thanking Nigerians for giving him the opportunity to actually help coach the squad he played for in USA 94. Remember, he was there. He was actually the captain. And of course, Tunisia 94 also, he was Nigeria's captain. And his own captain, Joseph Yobo, is also resigning from international football. He'll definitely still be playing for his club, Fenerbahce, of course, and he's actually on loan right now with Norwich City. Should be going back there at the beginning of the season. And of course, he's 33 years old. He got his dream actually came true at the World Cup. He wanted to be the first Nigerian player to play, 100 times for the country, and he got it in the game against France. But well, he got it, but not really the way he wanted it to end, scoring an own goal that actually ended Nigeria's chances of even, well, equalizing that goal that was scored by Paul Pogba in the 79th minute. Well, let's just take a look at the result from yesterday, the matches played yesterday. Algerians were in action, and for them, they fought gallantly. They had their first half goal disallowed 17th minute, just like in Nigeria, 18th minute, where MNK scored that goal. It was also disallowed. Two of the teams, these Nigerian teams actually have one thing in common, having their goals disallowed, and of course, bowing out in a very, very fantastic, or rather spectacular manner. They put up a brilliant fight, a brilliant performance, but well, one team just have to qualify. And of course, it was the Europeans, Germany and France. They will be meeting in the quarterfinals. Well, Tayo Salam is here with me. Tayo, good morning.
Morning, Cecilia. What a game yesterday. And I'd just like to say something. Whenever you have to run your generator in 2014 to watch a Nigerian game, then you know you're about to run out of luck. That's what happened yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not going to work. That's just the way it is. That's my own opinion, though. But going to the game proper,
Yes.
I thought it was a very close game. It was evenly contested between the two sides for the better part of 90 minutes. But like every football match, there's always a turning point. And yesterday, for me, the turning point was when Griezmann came in for Giroud. I thought that was what killed the game.
And we couldn't have a turning point when Nazi actually got injured. I think that was where the game ended for Nigeria.
Yeah, you could say that as well too, but I actually don't subscribe to that at all, because there was a period where immediately after Nazi went out of the game, Nigerians actually had France on the ropes. We had loads of possession, but we couldn't do anything with it. That was the story for the entire game, really. Possession, but there was no cutting edge in the final third. We didn't create clear-cut chances at all for all our domination in that game. So I wouldn't really put the blame on Nazi's substitution, enforced substitution. More to credit to Didier Deschamps for that change, because I felt that was a corrective and change on his part, It started during that game, meaning Karim Benzema couldn't play in his favorite position where he could actually express himself very well. But it didn't work for him. So after 60-something minutes, it took him out, and the game changed. And when Griezmann came in, we saw France and the amount of attack and France started to pile up, and the goals came shortly afterwards.
Well, Didier Deschamps, you know, he's a very, very experienced coach. He has won the World Cup, and of course, he won the European Championship. Yeah. I'm talking as a player, and of course, all the clubs he have actually played for. You know, he led Monaco to the Champions League finals before he retired from football, and all the clubs he has played for, they've won titles, and he has won titles with them. Well, France.
So you can say the experience actually counted for him. Eventually, remember, he hasn't lost the game, both as a player and as a manager.
10 matches in a row now.
In the World Cup. So it's I'm very happy for him, because I remember some time ago when Eric Cantona actually described him as the water carrier of the team. I didn't like that at all. I felt, what was Cantona smoking
talking about?
Say that. But now look at this career down the years now. It's proven to be a very good manager. And after that debacle and mutiny
South Africa.
In South Africa, look at France now. They've gone.
I remember South Africa actually defeated France 2010. Okay, definitely not the same France we played last night. Well, Nigerian fans also are reacting, not just the ones from the Brazil, but Nigerian fans here in Lagos, they're reacting to this loss. Some of them are disappointed. The others, well, they're giving kudos to Stephen Keshi for putting up a good fight with the players.
As we are going now, people have believed that Nigeria is going to cover all over the Africa, as Africa, giant of Africa. But now we are not proving it at all. This is so bad. What are we really expecting? As our fans now, we are here. We are not here for nothing. We are here for glory. We support them for all of our heart. But what is going on now? What is the result they're giving us? This is not a football.
Of course, like every Nigerian, I'm expecting a victory. I was expecting a victory. The match was actually good in the first half, but the second half is really nothing to write home about. It's really terrible. So it's a bad day for us in Nigeria today.
If Nigeria win, that means, there will be massive sales. But right now, I have to pack my goods back home.